Hello and welcome to the short Vort on Parshas Ki Seitze. This Vort is adapted from Rabbi Isaac Bernstein Zatzal in the name of the Ohr Hachaim. Now, this Dvar Torah is available on the All Parsha app from the Orthodox Union, and it's an Elul theme. It's not specific to the Parsha of Ki Seitze. However, I will connect it because Ki Seitze is the mitzvah with the most mitzvahs. It's got 74 mitzvahs, more than any other parsha. And therefore, I think we can talk about mitzvos, doing mitzvos in general. And one of the things that's well known is that of the 613 mitzvahs, there's 365 negative ones, there's 240 positive mitzvos, which corresponds to the Ramachi Devorim, 248 limbs, and Shasagidim, 365 sinews. So there's a parallel there between the mitzvos, or correspondence between the mitzvos and the physical guf. So if you do a certain mitzvah, it's going to have a positive effect on that part of the body. Now there's a pasuk in that he cites that the Ohr Hachaim works on. Is Devorim Perches pasuk Yud Aleph. I'll read it first. I'll translate it later. Kol mitzvah asher nochi mitzavcha hayom tishmerun la'asos leman tichyun. This pasuk is meant to teach us that we equate all 365 of the mitzvahs, say negative mitzvahs as one, and the 248 mitzvahs that are positive, total 613. It's all one. But don't think you can pick and choose for the mitzvahs. You can't say, well, I'm good at doing this mitzvah. I go to minyan, I do Bikkur Cholim, I do Chesed, I learn Torah. I don't have to do the other mitzvahs, and that's not going to be harmful. Mitzvahs are all one entity, all one totality. The Ohr Hachaim says as a mashal, let's say someone had heart issues and needed surgery. Do you think that he's going to be consoled if someone comes over to him and says, all right, but your kidneys are fine, your liver's fine, 247 other limbs are fine? Do you think that helps? No, of course it doesn't help, because this is a central limb that puts your life at risk. It's the same thing by the mitzvahs. They're all vital to the whole. If you're lacking one mitzvah, then it's like having a limb that might seem minor, not necessarily the heart, but something more minor that seems minor, that if it's not working, it could put the whole body at risk. It could cause the demise of a person, chas v'sholom. So it's the same thing on the spiritual level. If certain mitzvahs aren't done properly, or if they're executed and they're not supposed to be done, so that can put the whole body at risk. And the proof and the point, says the Ohr Hachaim, is Moshe Rabbeinu. Who did the mitzvahs? Who kept the Torah more than Moshe Rabbeinu? Yet, when he did what we can call it make a seemingly small error by hitting the rock instead of speaking to it, he wasn't able to go to Eretz Yisrael. So we see that it's not the numerical number of absolute mitzvahs that were done. They couldn't outweigh the fact that this one mitzvah, he had a flaw in, and as a result, he was punished, and he couldn't go into Eretz Yisrael. So now we could read the pasuk. Kol ha-mitzvah asher nochi mitzavcha hayom. All the mitzvahs that I'm telling you today, you have to do every one. Tishmerun lasos, you should guard to do. Tishmerun is regarding the negative commandments, lo saseh, and the lasos is the positive commandments that you actively do. Leman tichyu, in order that you could be healthy, often is translated as living, but in this scenario we put it as healthy, to keep the whole spiritual body and physical body healthy. Verbisem, you'll increase. Vasem, rishtem es aretz, and you'll come and you'll inherit the land, something that Moshe Rabbeinu himself was not able to do. So let's focus on doing all the mitzvahs that we can, all the mitzvahs, those I say, because they're all connected, all one totality, in order to make a person spiritually healthy. So thank you for listening. Have a wonderful week and a wonderful Shabbos.